for you is our hospital supplements. This is actually why most of our members enroll. So I'm gonna stop killing you guys off now. Sorry about it. I died a couple times, and I'm just gonna get you hurt. So let's say little Samantha's, outside playing in the snow, sliding down the hill. She sprains her ankle. Now where are you guys headed? Emergency room. Right. So now you're probably gonna be out of work for what, 3 or 4 hours, and you guys have a copay. $100. Yeah, so if you're like me, $100, $100. So now you're out, out of work for a couple hours, and you're out $100. So what this benefit does is for any accident, whether it be, cut that needs stitches, a sprained ankle, chemical in your eye you need flushed out, bad reaction to bee sting, this will give you $200 per occurrence, and it's unlimited. So say you guys went to the hospital 600 times, or 600, hope not 600, 6 times in a year, that's $12,000 that you would receive. Do you think you guys would be able to use that money? Yeah. Now, the next part is critical. So let's say something happens to Matt, and he, made some brownies, forgot the milk, so he runs down to the store, grabs some milk. Somebody at random stop sign slams into him. Now he's out of work, he's in the hospital. So what this does, it gives you $400. You're in the hospital for up to 365 days consecutively. So now let's say something weird happens to Matt. He's in the hospital for 10 days. He goes back later, a month. That 365 days starts right over, so you never lose any of that money. So now, if he was in the hospital for 10 days, that's $4,000. It doesn't go to the doctors, doesn't go to the hospital. It goes right to your house in your name. It's $4,000 to you. Do you guys think you could totally use that money, right? Yeah. So now, the next thing we have for you is, let's say something even worse happens, and you're in the intensive care unit. What this does, it actually gives you $800. You're in the intensive care unit up to 14 days. Now, the reason we capped it off at 14 days is, you're in the intensive care unit for more than 14 days, probably not looking too good. However, you don't lose any money. So if you are, it just reverts back to the $400 for up to 365 days. Now, this bottom section here, this hospital supplements, you'll see this is pretty expensive. Companies like Aflac or Combined, it's usually $60 to $80 a month just for this bottom section. But with our benefits here, you get your funerals taken care of, all of these hospital supplements, child riders, income's protected, accidental death and dismemberment, all for the same price of pizza and wings a week. Now, what's also really cool about this benefit is that it's strike and layoff proof. So if something would happen and you were on strike, with your union for up to a year, we'll actually pay your premiums. And it's also layoff proof, so if something were to happen and, you were laid off, God forbid, your premiums would also be taken care of for 3 months. What other insurance company in the world does that? You call your car insurance and you say, hey, can you guys help me out with my premiums? We're on strike right now. No, they're going to tell you to take your car off the road. Does that make sense? Yeah, so most families go with option A, but this decision's completely up to you. I just need to know which better works for you, option A or option B. Option A. Perfect.